What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. It is Friday, January 31st, 2025, and I have some breaking news to share with you guys. Right now it is 14:25 Eastern Time here in the United States, and we have some major breaking news coming in from Russia. So last night, Russia was broadcasting encrypted data on their primary strategic or nuclear war frequency, which is known as UVB 76 or the buzzer. And this is pretty rare. I've been listening to the buzzer for a while now, and I can't remember the last time they were transmitting encrypted data on the buzzer. So I have a little sample here. I was decoding it, and you can see all of these numbers and letters. So you can see the decoder decoding that signal, and you can see the letters and numbers coming in over here in this box. And what these letters and numbers mean, I have no idea, but this is the primary Russian strategic frequency, primary Russian nuclear war frequency, the buzzer, transmitting encrypted data last night. And what happened last night also was that Ukraine hit another major Russian oil refinery. They hit a Lukoil oil refinery in the Volgograd region. This was confirmed by the General Staff of Ukraine. Also, Ukraine hit an oil refinery in Yaroslavl. So just in the last 2 weeks, Ukraine has hit probably half a dozen major oil refineries in Russia, and Russia had to shut down their Baltic oil port in Ust-Luga. Because of this, they also tried to strike the Druzhba pipeline in Bryansk 2 nights ago. So they hit 2 Lukoil facilities, one in Ryazan, one in Volgograd. Then they hit Yaroslavl. Then they hit the Druzhba switching location where the Druzhba pipeline has like a big pumping station to pump oil into Europe. And then Russia had to stop operations in the Baltic Sea, and then Russia had to stop their oil deliveries out of their port in Ust-Luga. So Russia is hurting bad from these strikes on their oil refineries, and estimates are now saying that as much as 20% of Russia's oil refining capacity has been reduced because of these strikes by Ukraine. Okay, so this is very, very serious, guys. So it's possible Russia is planning something big. What that is, I don't know. Are they going to launch a nuclear strike on Ukraine? Are they going to launch conventional Oreshniks again? Are they going to attack Poland and the Baltics and Finland and Sweden? I'm not sure, but also at the same time as the Russian data was being transmitted on the buzzer, we had a massive amount of reconnaissance planes over Poland and the Baltic countries. There were also a massive number of sub-hunters that were moved from Iceland to Scotland and Europe. Okay, and actually right now we have a bunch of sub-hunters off the U.S. East Coast. You can see 2 of them here off the coast of Florida. Yesterday, there were actually 3 off the coast of Florida in this area. And then we have 2 off the coast of New Jersey right now, okay? And over the last couple of days, there's been a P-8 Poseidon sub-hunter that's been going up to the Hudson Canyon over here off the coast of New Jersey every single day, okay? Every day for the last week or so, they've been sending a sub-hunter up here. So something's going on. We have to be on high alert. And in addition to this, NORAD released a press release yesterday stating that they were monitoring Russian aircraft operating in the Arctic. The North American Aerospace Defense Command monitored multiple Russian military aircraft activity in the Arctic earlier this week. The Russian aircraft remained in international airspace and did not enter Alaskan or Canadian air defense identification zones or sovereign airspace. So, very concerning. The Russians sending various military aircraft into the Arctic close to Alaska and Canada, guys, okay? Clearly a show of force to Trump, okay? Because Trump just got inaugurated, and then suddenly they send military aircraft towards Alaska, clearly trying to intimidate Trump. And here you can see those P-8 Poseidons that left Iceland and went to Scotland. At the same time, we had multiple Russian doomsday planes airborne and airborne communications planes actually in Russia, airborne. And then here you can see a P-8 Poseidon going to Scotland, and it was doing loops in northern Scotland here, which is very interesting. And then we had another sub-hunter head towards the Norwegian border with Russia. And then we had 2 nuclear war command and control planes airborne last night over the U.S. And look at all this reconnaissance over Poland and the Baltics last night. We had 2 NATO AWACS planes scrambled, and also a Polish AWACS plane was airborne as well. And this was all going on at the same time as that data was being transmitted on the Russian buzzer. But you can see 1 NATO AWACS plane, an E-3 Sentry, flying over Riga, another one in northern Poland, and then a Polish AWACS plane patrolling their border with Russia. And then we had this British sub-hunter flying really low in the Baltic Sea, and then a Swedish reconnaissance plane doing multiple loops here along the border of the Baltics with Russia and Belarus. Okay, so something's definitely brewing, guys. And Belgium had to close their airspace completely earlier this morning after a complete computer failure at their air traffic control in Brussels. And this just made me think about what happened in D.C. What if it was some kind of a hack where our enemies hacked into the air traffic control tower and caused some kind of issue? I don't know, but there's new footage out that is a little bit clearer, and you can see the Black Hawk flying directly towards the plane. And unfortunately, I cannot share it here on YouTube because of YouTube's stupid policies and suppression of freedom of speech and independent media. We also have police in Norway seizing a Russian ship called the Silver Dania. Apparently this ship may have been involved in cutting one of the cables in the Baltic Sea. And the first iteration of drones set to form part of America's unmanned hellscape strategy to be used against China in a potential war in the Taiwan Strait is on track to meet its August 2025 deadline, according to a U.S. Navy official. So if you guys are not aware, this unmanned hellscape strategy is basically using a massive amount of drones to try to suppress the Chinese military if they were to try to cross the Taiwan Strait and do beach landings on Taiwan. And China's military is building a massive complex in Beijing that U.S. intelligence believes will serve as a wartime command center. It's 10 times larger than the Pentagon. Intelligence analysts have dubbed the project the Beijing Military City. And overnight last night, Israeli fighter jets targeted more Hezbollah sites in Lebanon's Bekaa region, including underground weapons production facilities and smuggling routes from Syria. So just wanted to update you guys on this data that I heard last night. This is very, very concerning, very rare on the buzzer. Russia's primary nuclear war frequency, their primary strategic frequency. It's no longer transmitting today, but all night last night they were transmitting this data, and then the Russians sending multiple military aircraft into the Arctic just days after Trump gets inaugurated. And then here we have footage actually of the Ukrainian strike on the Lukoil facility in Volgograd. Okay, so Ukraine taking out multiple high value oil refineries in Russia the last few days. And we know oil is the lifeblood of the Russian war machine these days. So Putin's definitely not happy about this, and he's definitely planning something. Okay, so we have to be on high alert, and it's going to be interesting to see how Trump handles Putin's first big move. But that's the latest breaking news that I have. I might be back later on. Until the next time, take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 Ps. Prepare, practice, and persevere. And this update was sponsored by EMP Shield. Guys, EMP Shield has created a special discount just for you, the listeners of the NYPrepper channel. If you go to empshield.com and use the promo code NYPrepper, you can get 15% off your entire order. And why do you need an EMP Shield? Well, this is a special device to protect your vehicle, your RV, your solar generators, your radios from an electromagnetic pulse, which could be caused by a solar flare or potentially a rogue country like North Korea detonating an electromagnetic pulse weapon over the United States that's mounted onto a satellite. So protect your vehicles, protect your RV, protect your radios, protect your generators with an EMP Shield. Use my promo code NYPrepper to get 15% off. Installation is super simple. This is a veteran-owned business, 100% American-made, and the EMP Shields have been tested by the military, okay? And free shipping is included to the entire continental United States. And the link and the promo code are in the description below this video.